Hospital Porter's pride and dignity stopped the New World Order. Welcome to HPANWO TV. Well, I'm at the Exopolitics conference in Leeds. It's now lunchtime on the first day. Big long 3-day event. I'll just show you some of this lovely surroundings here. Quite beautiful here. It's very nice. It's the kind of thing Slaxer would show you. This is a leisure centre here. The auditorium is just behind there. If you look at the reports on the last year's conference, which I'll put in the description box, you'll get a chance to see what I did back then. As you see here, there's a lovely flower bed there. It's very nice. Well, the first speaker was a guy called Robbie Graham, and I've never heard of him. But he's a quite young guy, tall, slim, student type guy. But he studies the UFOs and media. Now this is a subject that's really close to my heart, because I'm interested in media manipulation too. He studies the way Hollywood movies portray UFOs and the various messages in UFOs. And what he's found is that the messages in UFO films, and he calls UFO films a subgenre. Oh, someone here with a dog there. All right. Hello. Me, I'm doing my little video report here. How are you, Tim? Oh, thanks. That's Tim there. Is this your little doggy?
Yeah, that's Sky.
Hello. Oh, thanks. I'm just doing this little video log here.
I know you've seen your style before. I thought you might want just for a change.
Oh, you're gonna be on HPANWO TV. That's Tim.
Hiya.
He's on HPANWO TV. See you, mate. Say yes. Bye bye. Woof woof.
Come on, Sky.
See ya. That's one of our K9 members of the Exopolitics community there. And it's Tim, his owner. Anyway, what Robbie discovered was that that the CIA, the Department of Defense, and various other governmental organisations, including NASA, have been involved in UFOs, and they're very interested in how UFOs are portrayed. For instance, the Department of Defense, NASA it was, wrote to Steven Spielberg in 1976, just when he was beginning production on Close Encounters, and asked him not to make the movie. There's other examples, because they were worried about how people's visions of UFOs might be influenced by it appearing in this film. What he produced was, I think, an excellent movie, a very anti-establishment movie. Robbie says that Steven Spielberg started as an anti-establishment kind of guy, but became more establishment as time went on, like so many do. There's other films like Paul, which again, Paul is very funny. It's a very amusing film. Now, I actually learned something today. Robbie taught me something that I had no idea about, and I never ever suspected. He told me that Roland Emmerich is actually one of the most independent filmmakers in Hollywood. Roland Emmerich has had no involvement with the government in his work. Now that really surprised me, because I've spoken about Roland Emmerich before. Now Roland Emmerich, just to remind you, is the producer. He's the writer, director, and producer of films like Independence Day, 2012, Godzilla. Now, judging by the content of those films, I would say that they are propaganda. I would actually unequivocally. But according to Robbie, there is no government involvement in his movies. Now, this is not saying, he admits, this is not to say that there may be something more covert, like an NSA or CIA operation involved. But I mean, that actually surprised me. He actually taught me something there, and I didn't really believe it. He named several people as shills, including Jerry Bruckheimer, J.J. Abrams, but not Roland Emmerich. Right, where was I? Right, just going through these various notes. Whoops. Sorry about this. Oh no, Nick Pope was the next speaker. Nick, good old Popey. You can't have a UFO conference without Popey, can you? Yeah, Nick did a speech entitled "The Media, UFOs and the Media," which of course is his speciality. He talked about the various things he's doing, because he's now a freelance journalist, but he's also a bit of dust on the lens. He's also a PR man for various film producers relating to UFOs. Like he organises the PR, the advertising, and the marketing of various UFO related movies, and he's worked on some of the big ones, like like the Battle of Los Angeles, the new one, which is called what's it called, Cowboys and Aliens or something, and various others, something 8, whatever, various movies like that. And he rejects things such as indoctrination. He doesn't think that there's some kind of big agenda from the government, although he does say that, you know, the authorities do want us to perceive UFOs in a certain way. And he says there is that element of sort of like people, you know, that there's a sort of information management. They do like us seeing things in a certain way. They do like us perceiving UFOs in a certain way. What he rejects is there's any form of indoctrination. There's also no kind of softening up exercise, you know. Because he says, and he's right actually, he's got a point that, you know, UFOs are generally, you know, you get films about bad UFOs and films about good UFOs, and you know, so if there is an agenda, obviously half of them want UFOs to be good, half of them want them to be bad. And I mean, this is a big issue, and it includes UFO research as well. This idea that UFOs are either good or bad. Well, you know, you often get people like Stephen Greer saying UFOs are all good. Other people like Daryl Sims say they're all bad. We'll have a war against the aliens. Now, what happens is people tend to extrapolate their own experience of extraterrestrial contact and kind of extrapolate and impose it on all of ET kind. Now, I think this is unwise, because if you think, look at the variety of behaviour among one species on one planet, humanity. That's one intelligent species on one planet, and there's an enormous variety of behaviour. So how on earth can people then say, well, all ETs must all be the same? No. The thing about ETs is, aliens, some are good and some are bad, and some are just neutral, you know? Where was I? Oh, there's not... Right. Get my notes sorted out here. Oh, bloody heck. Where was I? So that's kind of Nick Pope's spin-off thing. I mean, I met Nick in the pub last night. We were in the pub last night. And he was telling us about what he's doing. He's just off. He's actually just left. He's going to go to BBC Radio Manchester, or BBC TV Manchester, to discuss his newest project. He's actually devising some new projects, including an alien hybrid-based reality TV show. You know, it's based on the X Factor, but they want to try and find out who's an alien hybrid. I don't know. I mean, reality TV. Nothing could surprise me about reality TV. Honestly, absolutely nothing. But this really takes the biscuit, and I'm very, you know, this really is unbelievable. Now, I'll have a lot more to say about Nick Pope in the coming few months, because I'm going to the Weird conference in Wiltshire, where he's going to make a new speech. He's going to make a very different kind of speech, which is about general conspiracy theories. He's not UFO related specifically, and well, I've written an article which I'll put in the description box called "What Next for Nick Pope," where I actually discuss this new. The new thing he's trying to do. Well done. And hello Bryce, hello there. How are you?
Is town this way for?
Yes, yeah. You carry on through there, and
through that way. Sorry.
Yeah.
Up that way.
Well, actually, it's easiest to go down that way, yeah, and then you get to somewhere.
Okay.
Okay. I've just been talking about you. I've been doing my little video diary here, so I've just been talking about you. Can I put? That's Robbie there. That's Bryce and that's Robbie.
Oh, you're rolling.
Yeah. Welcome to HPANWO TV.
That we have come to Leeds and he's just delivered his speech, and now we're arguing about Hollywood.
Yeah.
And we both agree that it's an evil place, as I understand. And
completely run by Zionists.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, it's the Jews. That's Bryce Sable and Robbie Graham now, yeah. And that's Robbie was the guy I'm just talking about anyway. So Nick Pope, I'm going to have a lot more to say about Nick Pope in the next couple of months, because Nick's career is taking another turn, and you know, we're a bit. I'm a bit concerned about that, you know, and I outline it in the article about what I think about that. Anyway, thanks for watching HPANWO TV. There will be more later. Stay tuned.